day has turned to night here from Waldorf, Maryland at Regency Furniture Stadium. The Southern Maryland Senators lead the Bethesda Big Train 4-2. Emilio Gonzalez on to lead off the seventh for the visitors. He takes a fastball in the inner half for strike one. New pitcher to tell you about. It's a side-arming left-hander, Luke Emroy, coming out of Fairmont State. Has only appeared in 2 games and 3 innings, has given up 3 runs. Good for an ERA of 9. He delivers low to Gonzalez for a ball. 1-1 the count on the Big Train first baseman. He has a double and a single in 3 at-bats today. Emroy delivers again. Gonzalez fouls him straight back over the netting. Count now 1-2.
And we apologize if you're just now rejoining us. The Wi-Fi kicked off here at Regency Furniture Stadium and removed us from the stream. We believe we are back now and live streaming to you once again.
This fastball hit high in the air, down the line, and just off the roof of the food court over down the third base line.
It's only a 2-run game, but the way the Senators have been pitching, dancing through the raindrops, the lead has always felt like more.
Taken outside by Gonzalez. 2-2 now the count. 2 runs on 10 hits for the Big Train. Normally a team that does a great job of cashing in the base runners that they get, but not today thanks to some strong jam control from Southern Maryland. Down and into Gonzalez. That pitch misses in the dirt. The count is now full on the FAU first baseman.
He's facing Luke Emroy, hails from Chesapeake Beach, Maryland. Has given up 3 runs in 3 innings on 5 hits.
Payoff. Gonzalez takes outside for ball 4. A leadoff walk, Jackson.
Yeah, leadoff runners have gotten on in this game often for the Big Train. This is now their 4th time doing it in 7 innings. But we've talked about it time and time again. You've left 10 runners on throughout the game, so even with the leadoff batter getting on, no guarantee.
And after one batter, Southern Maryland is going to take a mound visit. The pitching coach is out there to talk to Emroy as well as the rest of the infield. Skoronsky, Panett, and Wesley, the next 3 hitters. Wesley with 2 hits. This came around to score a run back in the second. Panett 1 for 3. A single came around to score in the 6th. Skoronsky 0 for 2 with a walk. The story of this game, at least for the Big Train, has been the runners that they've left in scoring position. 7 runners left in scoring position through the first 6 innings. And they've left 10 on base in general.
It's all the more surprising because coming into this game, the Big Train were hitting .281 as a ball club with runners in scoring position.
Here is Skoronsky. First pitch from Emroy. A fastball on the outer half for a strike. And Skoronsky, a guy that has struggled against left-handed pitching, and Emroy with a sidearm slot. Tough to deal with for same-handed hitters. He chops one slowly back to the mound. Emroy gloves it, only has 1 play, and it's to first. His momentum was carrying him there, and he does get the out as Gonzalez is up to second.
Made that play a little harder than it needed to be, I think. Sprinted over to the ball and swiped at it instead of just sort of letting it fall into his backhand. But nonetheless, he makes the play, hopped off the mound quickly to snag that baseball. Here's Logan Panett looking for his first extra base hit in a few.
Panett, also a guy who has struggled against lefties, only 3 for 18. He takes a pitch inside. That one ran in and hit him on the hand. He'll have a painful ride to first, but he does reach as the tying run.
And here come, at least in today's game, the guys you want at the plate, Matt Wesley and Brett Ott. They've reached base in all 6 of their combined plate appearances, going 5 for 6 with a reached on error.
And it looks like the Southern Maryland coaching staff and trainer is going to attend to their catcher, Lucas Grantham. I think he also got hit with that ball after it caromed off of Panett's hand. But you're right, Jackson. The bottom of this order has raked for the Big Train. They've reached 6 of the 9 times that they've come to the plate. 3 hits from Brett Ott, 2 hits and a reach down air from Wesley. Hawk yet to reach. 2 looking strikeouts and a hard ground out for him. Yeah, of the 10 hits they have, 5 of them coming from Wesley and Ott. So they're the guys you want up right now. First and second with 1 out. 4-2 Senators in the top half of the 7th. Emroy delivers. Fastball on the outer half. Called a strike on Wesley. Gonzalez at second. Panette at first. Emroy deals again. Lined up the middle. Slowly sinking, and it's going to drop for a single. Gonzalez stays at third. Not able to advance. He had to see if that ball was going to get caught. But Matthew Wesley, a third hit for him today. You could argue he should have 4 after that reached on air. But the bases are loaded with 1 out for Brett Ott, who does also have 3 hits today.
Yeah, it's almost a bit of a tough break for the big train because that's a very nice swing from Wesley. But as you mentioned, having to stay put for a second was Gonzalez. And it's well done, too. He needed to stay put because that might have carried out. But if he's able to get a better jump, that ball's a bit shorter, he might score.
First pitch from Emroy taken low by Ott. Ott is a guy who's a very patient hitter. He will take his walks. A walk would force in a run and move the tying run to third. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inner half for strike 1.
That is indeed the only way the big train have scored since the 2nd inning on that Brennan Wright walk in the bottom of the 6th, or top of the 6th, rather.
Emroy trying to get Southern Maryland out of yet another jam. Ott fouls one straight back into the padding behind home plate. He's behind in the count 1-2.
Big pitch here for Ott. Needs something out of him in this plate appearance.
Gonzalez at third, Panette at second, and Wesley at first. Emroy delivers. Ott takes a front hip slider for strike 3. A beautiful pitch by Emroy.
Called strike 3s and just strikeouts in general with runners on has been an unfortunate theme of today's game. It's happened more than once. And Brett Ott, who is having such a good day at the plate, you want him to see him be a bit more proactive.
First pitch to Hawk, grounded over towards short, fielded by Flores. He'll go to first in time to retire Hawk. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base for the big train as we stretch here from Regency Furniture Stadium. Bottom of the 7th. Set to begin here from Regency Furniture Stadium. Lucas Marrero's day is done. 3 strong innings out of relief. Gave up 4 hits, only 1 run, 1 earned. 1 walk to 1 strikeout. And he will hand the ball to Trevor Orth, coming out of the bullpen for the late innings. Orth, 2 appearances on the year, a 2.70 ERA. He has a 1-for-10 batting average against right-handed pitching. He delivers a fastball just inside to Danny Surowick.
All 3 of his appearances have now been on the road, but Marrero's appearance was exactly what the doctor ordered for the big train. He just kept him in the ballgame through the middle innings. Very important out of Marrero.
That fastball catches the plate. Surowick takes it for a strike. One. Fastball misses outside. Orth, altogether, only a 1.67 batting average against in his 2 appearances at Alexandria. Another fastball. This one called a strike.
It's where some of these D3 guys coming here have the advantage because they have a lot of pitching experience. Orth has pitched in a lot of big games at Roanoke, knows how to pitch at a high collegiate level.
Surowick takes high for ball 4, a leadoff walk.
Unfortunate start for Orth there, however. Never want to walk the leadoff guy. He's now 1 for 3 in getting the first batter facing his outings to be retired.
And in these first 7 innings, 5 times the leadoff man for Southern Maryland has reached. Chet Bowling now into the box, has reached all 3 times, once via a walk, once via a hit by pitch, and once via a single. He takes a fastball right down the middle for strike 1.
Orth has a bit of an over-the-top delivery. Trebuchets it down into the zone. Tough for hitters to deal with to square up.
A 1. Curveball that didn't really curve, left high above the zone for a ball. The top of the big train order is due up in the 8th. Peltier, Wright, and Corbin. Orth trying to keep the deficit at 2. This ball popped up foul and out of play, straight back and over the press box. 1-2 the count on Chet Bowling. Orth looking for the strikeout. Checks the wristband, kicks in, delivers. Fastball hit deep in the air out towards left field. Going back is Wesley. He's at the track. He looks up, and this ball is gone into the party deck in left field. Chet Bowling, a 2-run shot, makes it 6-2 Senators.
Pitch left up in the zone, and Bowling in the 5-hole today. Plenty of pop. Put a great swing on that ball. Hits it out to a bit of a short porch in left. It's a high wall, but a short porch. That where he hit it out is about 320 feet away from home, but put a good swing on a missed location and a couple of big runs for the Senators.
You felt like the big train had been moments away from tying this game on the offensive end, but a big swing there from Bowling, a big deflator for the big train. Orth gets a fastball over the plate to MJ Phillips. That's just a big hit for the Senators. Their dugout absolutely loving it as they've pushed the lead to 4, the largest it has been today. This ball rocketed into right field. Going back is Ott, and he leaps to make a catch. That ball was hit on a line by MJ Phillips, and if that ball gets over the head of Ott, I think that's easily 3 bases, but a nice jumping catch from the Sacramento State product.
There's a silver lining to today's game. It's been the big train defense. It's been solid throughout this year, but a couple of sterling plays today. Very nice grab there by Ott. And you go back to the last time this man, Lucas Grantham, was at the plate. A brilliant double play started by Brennan Wright.
First pitch to the catcher, Lucas Grantham, is a fastball for a strike. Grantham, an unlucky day for him. He is grounded into 2 double plays and popped up in foul territory, accounting for 5 outs in his 3 at-bats. He takes another fastball for strike 2.
Orth bouncing back well from allowing the home run. Again, just holding the Senators where they are gives the Big Train an avenue.
That fastball low and gets away from Hawk. 1-2 on Grantham. Orth looking for the first strikeout of his outing. Deep breath into the windup for the 1-2. Fastball hit high in the air on the infield. Wright and Panette both calling for it, but Panette backs off and lets Wright take care of it for the second out. So back-to-back flyouts, and now Alex Martin will hit with nobody on and 2 out. Martin, a double in his second at-bat, later came around to score. He's 1 for 3 today. Orth into the windup, first pitch, swung on and lined over to second, picked by Corbin. He will throw over to Gonzalez for the third out, but 2-run score on a Chet Bowling home run. 6-2 Senators as we head to the top of the 8th. Has been taken out of the Big Train's sails in that last half inning. A 2-run home run from Chet Bowling has made this a 6-2 game as we work into the top half of the 8th. Top of the order due up for the Big Train. Alex Peltier takes the first pitch from Luke Emroy for a ball. Just low.
3 times today, the Big Train have left the bases loaded at the end of an inning, and now they trail after 7.
Peltier pops one up high in the air towards shallow center. Dawson Smale settles under it for an easy can of corn catch. And there's one down here in the 8th.
Big Train have not won a game when trailing after 7. They are 0 for 4 in those situations.
Yeah, all 4 of their losses, they were trailing after 7. Haven't blown any leads when leading after 7. But now Wright steps in. He's 3 for 4 today. Takes a fastball at the ankles for a ball. 2 runs on 11 hits, 1 error for the Big Train. 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors for the Senators. Wright chops one high over towards second, and this ball scoots by Vincent and into right field for what most likely will be ruled in air.
It's a tweener hop and attacked in a sub-ideal way by Vincent. Should have probably just waited back on that, but got a little spooked by right speed coming down the line. Half charged, half stayed, and it took a tough hop on him. Came up to his hip and couldn't snap the glove down.
No decision yet from the scores on whether that's a hit or an air. First pitch to Corbin is a fastball that just misses high.
I'd probably give that one an air. That's a play that really should be made, but they give it a hit in the end.
So that's now 12 hits for the big train. 1-1 the count on Corbin. He just took a fastball down the middle for a strike. But that's now 3 hits for Wright. Corbin takes low. Coming set is Emroy. Corbin pops one high in the air on the infield. A major league pop-up. Flores, the shortstop, has it. Another easy catch for out number 2.
Corbin in the 3-hole for the second straight day. He's now 1 for 10 in this spot. Just not the best day for him. We've seen him have some very nice days on the offensive end, Corbin, but today hasn't been one. 0 for 5 now. He's flied out, grounded out, been forced out, and popped out.
Here is Gonzalez. 2 hits and a walk for him today. He takes a big cut at the first pitch fastball and fouls it straight back into the net.
Gonzalez is one of the hitters that's been swinging it well today. 2 hits and a walk for him, but in what's been a symptom of this game, he's been left on base 3 times, 1 at each base.
Gonzalez fouls one sharply into the third base seats and over the concourse.
Was left at second in the first in the 5th, and on third last inning.
He's behind in the count 0-2 as Emroy peers in, has his sign, kicks and delivers. Gonzalez chops one slowly back to him. Emroy turns, fires to first for the putout. No damage after the Brennan Wright single as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 Senators. Bottom of the 8th as the Senators look for some insurance. They lead the big train 6-2. One defensive replacement to tell you about to start the inning. It'll be J.J. Hand taking over catching duties from Jacob Hawk.
Hand has 1 at-bat on the season, joined the team late. He struck out in a pinch hit appearance.
9-1-2 due up for the Senators. Cale Vinson takes a fastball just at the letters for strike 1. Vinson is 1 for 3 today with a double. Trevor Orth back out for his second inning of work. Vinson fouls one straight back into the first base netting. He's behind in the count quickly, 0-2. Trevor Orth, 3 straight outs in the 7th after giving up a 2-run home run to Chet Bowling. Kick and the fire. Misses outside. And now Hand will go to the mound and have a meeting with Orth. Jackson, is it a little bit difficult for a pitcher out of relief, especially to switch catchers mid-relief outing?
It really can be. I mean, you develop a rapport with certain guys. I mean, even within an outing, you get a sense of the rhythm of a catcher's signs and when they flash, when they squat, etc. And changing that can be difficult.
2-1 from Orth. Swing and a miss by Vincent. 2-2 the count. And they are going to call that strike 3. So the scoreboard, the in-stadium scoreboard read 2-1. I thought the count was 1-2. But it is strike 3. Vincent down on strikes for the second time today. And now the lineup will flip to the top for Nick Flores. 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. Takes a curveball from Orth at the knees for strike 1.
Trevor Orth came in, walked a guy, gave up a home run. Very easy to let your outing spiral from there. But he set down 4 in a row since and given his team a glimmer of hope in this game. Credit to him.
0-1. Bounces in the dirt. Hand tried to scoop it, but it couldn't quite get it. Skipped very high and down the third base line. One out. 6-2. Southern Maryland leads the Bethesda Big Train in a battle of 2 division leaders. The Big Train at 8-4, leading the North Division. Southern Maryland at 9-2, leading the South Division. 1-1 from Orth. Fastball on the outer half, called a strike.
But this Southern Maryland team looks like the team that could have staying power as the class of this league this year. They've played good baseball today. They've hit against some of the Big Train's best pitchers, and they have kept runs off the board against a dynamic offense.
1-2 from Orth. Fouled behind the first base dugout. We'll give you some scores around the Cal Ripken League. The Alexandria Aces putting a beating on the only crop dusters. They win that one 14-2. The DC Grays currently up 6-1 on the Gaithersburg Giants. And the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts and Metro Soco Braves set to play what was supposed to be the second half of a doubleheader at 9 p.m. tonight. The first game got canceled due to the heat, but it looks like they will play the late game.
Looks like they were going to try, but 9 p.m. has come and gone, and it does not appear that that game has started.
I guess they won't be playing.
Maybe they'll keep pushing it back. I don't know.
1-2 from Orth. Taken high. So the Grays now sit at 7-5. They came into today 3 games behind the Senators. Should the Big Train come back and win this one, they would gain a game. 2-2 from Orth. Lined into left field, and it's down for a base hit. 3rd hit of the day for the leadoff man, Nick Flores.
Flores is a tough customer in the box. I mean, a lot of these Senators hitters are. On the season, Flores is now hitting over 300. He is a total of 17 for 52, 5 extra base hits, and now a 6-game hit streak.
Dawson Smale steps in. He walked in his first 2 at-bats in the first and second inning. Has struck out and flown out to right field since. There goes Flores for second. Throw down is high. Under the tag is Smale. He has a stolen base. Flores has a stolen base.
First test for J.J. Hand. You see on that throw, he's got a solid arm. The toss was just too high to have any chance at slapping down a tag.
So Flores tests the new catcher and is able to take a bag. Orth fires, misses low. The last pitch was called a strike, so it's now 1-1 on Smale. Flores with a healthy lead off of second. Fourth looks him back, now comes to the plate, misses up and in. And the Big Train have scored big run totals in late inning frames. They'll need 4 in the top of the 9th to extend this game. Fourth's 2-1. Catches the inner edge of the plate for strike 2.
Stolen base is big because it takes the double play out of order. Obviously a few pitches ago now, but the Big Train have turned 2 of those tonight, 12 on the season. Be a good way to send themselves in the 9th, give them a chance.
2-2, fly ball into straightaway left. Wesley is under it for the catch and the second out.
Now 2 flyouts to left for Dawson Smale, induced by Marrero and Orth. And Orth can end a, for the most part, serviceable outing by retiring Groen here.
Carter Groen singled in the first, struck out in the second, walked in the fourth, and flew out in the sixth. We'll see what he has in the 8th. He has a runner in scoring position. Flores still at second. Orth kicks and fires. Grounded over to short. Right field's on a backhand. Throw across the diamond. In time. A nice play at first by Emilio Gonzalez to pick that ball coming off the dirt. The Big Train need 4 runs in the 9th to extend this one. They trail 6-2. Is out for the 9th frame. The 4th pitcher of the day for the Southern Maryland Senators. We'll see if Bowling can bowl some strikes and get through this 9th frame for the Senators.
Hoping to spare the Senators from an ignoble defeat tonight.
It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Big Train. Skaronski, Panett, and Wesley. First pitch from Bowling, an outside fastball taken for a strike. Skaronski, a tough day for him, 0 for 3 with a walk. Bowling steps off the mound, recollects himself. Now comes set at his chest into the windup for the 0-1. Another outside fastball. This one just misses the plate. 1-1 on Skaronski. Some powerful hitters due up for the big train. Wesley and Ott both with 3 hits today. 1-1. Skaronski takes another fastball outside. 2-1 the count on Skaronski. Into an elongated windup is Bowling. He fires. Skaronski grounds one, stabbed by the first baseman Phillips. A race to the bag, and Phillips wins it. That one was close, but ultimately a 3 unassisted. An 0 for 4 day for Skaronski and the big train down to their final 2 outs.
MJ Phillips has shown some sparkling leather today. Made a bunch of 60th percentile plays. Maybe not the most difficult, super highlight reel plays, but a lot of plays that are pretty difficult. And he's made them look easy. He's got a big frame over that first, moves quickly, and has a smooth glove out there.
Here is Panett. Bowling into another elongated windup. He delivers a fastball in the dirt in the other batter's box. A gutter ball, I'd say. I'll be here all week, folks.
The silence was me trying to think of another Bowling pun coming up empty.
1-0 from Bowling. Driven high in the air, deep towards center field. Smale ranging back, backpedaling, makes the catch at his chest for the second out of the 9th of the big train. Down to their final out. It'll be up to Matthew Wesley to extend this game. He has 3 hits today, a double and 2 singles.
And on the first ball, the big train today have knocked down 9 pins plenty of times. It's been that last one that's been the trouble. 14 runners left on base throughout the game. And Wesley just trying to keep the game alive.
Wesley grounds one foul down the first baseline. You just haven't been able to pick up too many spares today. 2 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for the big train, 6 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Senators. Bowling taking a deep breath, steps backwards now into the windup. Wesley takes outside. And Bowling, he steps backwards with his off foot and then sort of kind of whips it around into the windup.
Any Cardinals faithful out there may think his windup is pretty similar to Gordon Graceffo's, minor league right-handed prospect who's been up in the club for a few weeks.
1-1, Wesley takes a fastball high. I wonder if a guy like Bowling will struggle out of the stretch with that elongated of a windup.
That can be the case. From personal experience, I used to, still do at times, have a big windup, and going to the stretch is sometimes a struggle for me because it's a very different look. And it's a different body movement. It's tough to get used to. But we haven't made Bowen go from the stretch yet.
Line down the line and right. This ball will just get foul into the corner. 2-2 the count on Wesley. The big train down to their final strike. Two-two. Bowling. This is his first appearance of the year for the Senators. He is a high school commit to Mount St. Mary's. That's where he will be playing his college ball next year. 2-2 to Wesley. Fastball down and away. The count now runs full. A native of Mechanicsville, Maryland. Payoff from Bowling to Wesley. Taken for strike 3, and the big train falls 6-2 in Waldorf, Maryland. The Senators, the first team in the Ripken League to 10 wins. They sit at 10-2. The big train now 8-5. 2 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, and 14 runners left on base for the big train. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. and 9 runners left on base for the Senators. This game took 2 hours and 36 minutes to conclude. A tough one for the Big Train on the road, Jackson. They lose 6-2. Any final thoughts?
I mean, it's a problem that plagued them early on in the season. I mean, they got guys on base. Obviously, 12 hits, out-hit the Senators today. But leaving runners on, that's something you can't do at this level, especially against a team like the Sens, who will make you pay on offense and will happily take any opportunities you hand back to them on the other end. This is a very, very good baseball team out of Southern Maryland. They'll be giving teams trouble throughout this campaign. Big Train will look to bounce right back against the Metro South County Braves tomorrow.
That will be another road game.
Stay on the Big Train social media. There is a possibility of that game being moved, so stay posted on that. We'll have updates for you later. Nothing is official yet, so can't confirm any plans, but we'll just say keep an eye on the Big Train social media for any changes in location.
The speculation is that Metro Soco couldn't play their game today because it was too hot, and they do play at a high school, and that could be the case tomorrow. I'd imagine if that game does get moved, the Braves would still be the home team as in the second team to hit. But that's all from Waldorf, Maryland, 6-2 Senators. We hope you enjoyed listening. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves and each other.